I mean, it was August, so it was, but it was nice to get there. Yeah.
We have lives in the mountains.
Well, some of them valleys, you're going really an hour to be right. Some of them. Yeah. They got another season they call it. About 3 months. I had that same thing in July. My dad was like 7.
We always have a small area, we can have a little room. And it's nice. That's all tiny room. That was the place where we got it. They started going to the main part. 3 years we did it. Once a year.
Did you? You're the man. You're the man. Oh, yeah.
You cover all the words.
Water authority, they always have
I always remember going to their meetings was the Macon-Bibb authority water. That's the only thing I always remember.
training room, it's always like a table. So anytime there's a long executive session. Different places.
Whenever I go to the commission meeting, it's always the committee. It's not every year. We sort of worked out a way to do what I would normally be there for.
Well,
I met him. He's here now. He has taken to
Good to see you.
So there was a time he was I got to Copenhagen the year before. His son here's his oldest son. There's a
Sharon, I'm sorry. That's the embarrassing part. It's like I see you all the time, but.
Meeting of the Board of Relations order is September 18th.
Let me see if I know that.
First, motion for the September minutes. All in favor, say aye. Aye. No opposed. Public comments, 2 minutes. Anyone? All in one? Here she comes.
Sorry, I'm late.
No problem.
Late to dinner, I guess, huh?
Got this in. Okay, any comments? Go ahead.
So, I would just like to say that, I've been attending these for about 2 years and have always been so impressed by the good work and the atmosphere and how everyone gets along, and as opposed to what's going on now, the state and national. So what I would like to, focus on is the, change, the proposed change in the succession of the chair. I really don't understand why we need to change it in any way to a 5-year cycle, because it seems to me that the cycle, part 1, part 2, moderate, is really very good. It's been working for 40 years. And I don't know if anyone has suggested a good reason to change that. And the second comment is tied to that. It is the nomination back in a couple months ago of, all the discussion of the fifth note. I have to say I was personally shocked that the chair of the Republican Party would be nominated in the post of the non-partisan. That amazed me, and I could only think of 2 reasons why that would be. Perhaps people were not familiar with the way the board has always worked and worked well, or perhaps there's something that wants to kind of pull the board into this craziness that's happening in the state and the national level. So I would, and I have to say I have worked as a poll worker with Mr. Kaplan. He asks good questions. I don't always agree with him, but he is fair and informed and interested and very involved at the ground level. So I really think that we should be very careful. Yes, very careful about the type of person, the type of nominee that we.
Anyone else?
Move on. We had a new business on poll managers, but there's been some changes, so we'll not take that up at this time. We tabled a motion last meeting on the bylaw. We need to dispose of that, and we have not gotten a constitutional group of members here since we posed it. So next meeting night, we need to bring that up. Next meeting, we need to bring that up and give everybody a month to staff report.
Reports, as you can see on the, as you might have on your agenda and as we have on the wall, we currently have 106,260 active voters. We have 9,459 inactive voters, for a grand total of 115,719 voters. This was as of the 16th. As of the 16th, we had 1,064 names on the DES, almost has moved down since then. We have 2 online voter registrations and 268 voters waiting to be verified. Voters in the report. For myself, we are preparing for the November election. Early voting starts on the 13th of October. I'm sorry, 14th. The 13th is the state holiday. We will be in 3 locations. Our office here, the Wayne Lucas Senior Center, and the Theron Hussery Park. And I wish we would have a larger turnout than we did in June or July. I'm not optimistic that I want to encourage everybody to come out and vote. The election officer and I met with Bibb County's SWAT commander just so we could have a talk to them about what happens if something happens at the polling place. We already have a deputy at the polling places at all times and at our early voting. So we just wanted to talk about what ifs. And so we have some ideas. But it was voluntary. We've almost never needed the deputies we have, much less in a stronger response. We want to be ready just in case of whatever. It's not on this one, but I also want to give a spoiler that we're going to be working on a nice voter education brochure. Almost finished, not quite ready to be shown off yet, but we have lots of helpful information, and probably by next month's meeting, we'll have those available. So be ready. And that concludes my report.
Mr. Chairman, a question for Mr. Gillen. We had spoken about the agenda software package that Macon-Bibb County is using, and I know that you've had a conversation with Kenneth Cross over there. Could you update us on that?
Sure. I don't remember the name of the program that they use.
It's not the one I thought.
It's not the one you thought. But they use a program so they can put up as county commission meetings and agenda and minutes. And we're going to be looking at piggybacking with them. They just want to make sure that it's properly set up so that we have access to our stuff and everybody else has access to their stuff and not ours while it's in the construction phase on the report. So
ballpark, we have a timetable on when that's going to be available.
I wouldn't think it would take too long, but I'm not familiar with software. And
I would hope not, but I'm also willing not to rely on my hopes.
Exactly. By next meeting, I will at least have a report on an estimated date if I can't report that it's already in process.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right, back to nothing there.
Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry to slow us down here. We have talked before about policy for voter challenges, and I just want to request that something the drafting process be completed and something to be available for us to consider at our October meeting.
And if anyone has comments or needs a copy of what we discussed last night, just send me an email, or maybe I'll just shoot it out to everyone. If you don't get it.
Anything else on the board? Motion to adjourn. Public comment.
Discussing the at-large chair position. As advertised. Somebody have time.
Comment, sir. You can't go ahead and exactly how many, but it's a comment, sir. What you want to say? It's not a forum or.
I just love it because it's really good to know. Something with the word is how do you do it?
Anyone else?
Sir? Here's a question. I would like to know why, as a very new member of my very first board of elections meeting, there's not an opportunity to get some more information about something I am deeply interested in learning more about. Is there no conversation with our representatives that can be a back and forth to inform the public when we do have questions about the way things are going and we're finding out a little bit after the fact? What is the opportunity? Do I need to email someone individually, or is there a way in community that we can all discuss together things that I don't think I'm the only one in the room that might have a question about? What are our options?
Generally, if you've got public comment, you don't discuss it in open, but you can contact the board of elections if you got a specific question about a specific item.
Do you see how that might be counterproductive to a community getting a sense together and being truly in the most open and respectful manner to share ideas so that we can understand better what might be going on behind the scenes that most of the voters are not aware of? Potentially, I'm not really. I know that things can be put out on a public website, and one could say the voters are there for informed. But I would really not enjoy, that's not the right word for the importance of this. I would expect that an organization that exists to serve the community could maybe answer some questions if we have them. Is this unprecedented in this body's experience? That's it. That's
Question. We'll take it under advisement. We can't discuss back and forth in open meeting.
okay.
Next question. Or next debate.
This, what she's asked is, so we contact somewhere, you send that, you decide whether you're gonna bring it up. How do we know that you bring it up?
You get on the agenda. So I'm gonna take your call and put you on the agenda.
This agenda, like what you've got outside in the plexiglass?
I can't understand what you're saying.
You're talking about this agenda, this is.
It's the minutes, that's the minutes, it's just, here's the agenda.
Oh, we don't know.
Everybody gets a copy, come out there.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Anyone else?
So you bring it up an agenda and you can come in here on our.
You still get 2 minutes per, unless it's a group, then you get a 5 minutes.
Oh, once it's on your,
Pardon?
once it's on your agenda, then we can come and have a discussion.
When you get it on the agenda, then we can talk, discuss it in the meeting.
Good, thank you.
Go ahead.
I'm just following up on what she was saying, I've been coming to meetings for quite a while. And I'm sorry, I missed the last meeting. But at one point in time, I thought when we, actually came to the meeting, there was some form that you filled out if you wanted to address. Is that no longer available? And the other thing I want to ask about is the voter information that he's going to have next month. How will that be distributed? Because I think it's sorely needed. The voters need to know how important every election is, and I don't think we are getting that out. And I do appreciate what Liz is doing, because I look at from person use rooms, reports, and et cetera, all the time. Very educational, and not sure if everybody else sees this. So I just want to know where those, the information will be distributed, how it will be distributed.
You want to address that?
We'll have them available here in our office, obviously, we have the ability to get them to other locations, we'll look into that.
Okay, thank you.
I would like to address the elephant in the room. We all have serious concerns about the way that the chair position is going to be elected going forward. I don't have any more to say, actually. So the reason why the turnout is the way that it is because historically, it has been where we have one Republican, one Democrat, and a nonpartisan serve in a consecutive order. But now we're looking at some of the draft language and some of the things that Republicans are voting for, and we're concerned with having a county that has nonpartisan elections and then taking the chairmanship from the nonpartisan, going from every 3 years to every 5 years. And so I think that going forward, there might be more dialogue that we can have as parties about formalizing that process, rather than just kind of the perception of the public being that this is a way to power grab. Also, in conjunction with the nomination of the 5th member, we've also seen that the Republicans have suggested that the Republican chair should serve as the nonpartisan 5th member. And with the Republican chair possibly serving as a nonpartisan 5th member, I feel like that makes the nonpartisan seat a partisan seat. And so what's happening is we're seeing that 3 out of the 5 times in the 5-year cycle that chairmanship could possibly belong to a Republican. And we have nonpartisan elections in the biggest county. I personally would like to say that.
Yes, thank you.
Anyone else?
The access to all the information you about, I know that y'all have been located in the office, we're also on the website, and on social media as well, so we can share about that, or you have new page to vote or access to vote. We'll look at how it gets distributed, more than just having it in the office. I think the website is a great use, it's usually guides and people to information about the space and how to access.
Anyone else?
I'd like to ask, I'm sorry, I don't know your name about the website, but when will we know so we can be aware of that it's on?
Mainly would be a physical brochure, multi-page brochure, but if we get on the website, I'm sure we shall.
Well, if it's on the website, then we can download it, it's a PDF. Is it already? What I'm saying
No,
is,
it's not ready yet. It's about-
okay, so we'll be here in the next month or so.
We'll probably have it available as of the next month's meeting.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Yes, I'd like to say, receiving out here, you know, this is very good support of making, the board of elections, and that we pray for her, we pray in our cause, that she goes through her cancer.
Anyone else?
I'd like to make a motion for that we adjourn.
Second, motion is second, all in favor? Aye. Aye. We're adjourned.
I know.